Ahoy, my friends. It's your old buddy Doc with another story time for you. And I would like to start off by saying a very happy Thanksgiving for all of you in the new world as we are upon this new world celebration of giving thanks and being grateful. One of the things that I am always grateful for and always thankful for, number one, is all of you and for being with me during all of my story times. But I am also very grateful and very thankful for some great stories and some great authors writing those fantastic pirate stories that we get to share every week together. One of my all-time favorite authors, Helga Hopkins, we happen to have another one of her fantastic stories tonight. And we've done many stories for her, and I am always thankful for Helga and all of the great stories. Today, we're going to do Captain Blownaparte and the big ocean cleanup. And I am very looking forward to doing another Helga Hopkins story. So what do you say we go ahead and begin? Captain Blownaparte and his crew were enjoying a lazy day off. The captain was polishing his gold coin collection. Sproogie, the captain's little nephew, and Prosper, the clever parrot, were enjoying a whizzy-woo picture book, while the rest of the crew were playing ball with the dolphins. Aye, sounds like a good time. Nothing like whizzy-woo and ball with the dolphins. Suddenly, a very anxious dolphin poked her nose out of the sea. She had terrible news. Captain Purplebeard, an extremely nasty pirate, had been throwing loads of rubbish overboard, and a poor little baby dolphin had become caught up in it. The dolphins had been unable to free the baby and needed help quickly. Oh no! The baby dolphin! Let's see what happens. I'd love to help, sighed the captain. But we can't breathe underwater. Well, said Prosper, I know what to do about that. We can build an underwater ship. So, under Prosper's instructions, Swiss Sap and the crew built an underwater ship from old barrels and bottles, all safely glued together with Sep's famous sticky toffee. Aye, that toffee, so functional, so useful, and I bet it tastes dandy as well. When the underwater ship was finished, they set off in search of the baby dolphin. They paddled as hard as they could, while the dolphins helped to push them along. Then Pirate Tidy, who was the ship's lookout, became very upset. Just look at all the litter in the sea. When we get back, we have to stop all those thoughtless pirates from throwing their rubbish overboard. It's so dirty in the sea there. Before long, they reached the trapped baby dolphin. And with one mighty push, they freed the baby, who was happily reunited with her parents. Aye, it's always nice when you get in a jam and you get to see mom and dad again. When they got back, Pirate Tidy and the dolphins decided that something had to be done to stop the pirates from polluting the sea. I don't know what we're gonna do, grumbled Captain Blownaparte. They'll never listen to us. But I'll pay a visit to the pirate tavern and try talking some sense into them. Captain Blownaparte can be rather convincing. I wonder if he'll have any luck? Sadly, Captain Blownaparte was quite right. Captain Purplebeard and his nasty pirate friends had no intention of changing their naughty ways. "I'll throw as much rubbish into the sea as I want to," shouted Purplebeard. "Ha! I couldn't care less about the baby dolphins." He sounds mean. A very angry Captain Blownaparte had to tell the crew that his visit had not been successful. I wish we could pile all the rubbish up on the nasty pirate ships. They wouldn't like that one bit," said Sproogie. "Oh, it's no good," sighed Pirate Tidy. "I just throw it over back into the sea again." Then Prosper suddenly started giggling. "Ha ha! Why don't we stick the rubbish to their ships with Swiss Up's sticky toffee so they won't be able to throw it overboard again?" What a fantastic idea. Glad that idea stuck out. Several of Captain Blonaparte's old friends heard of the plan and offered to help. Wilma Whale arrived, followed by Dodgy the Octopus, and even Silvertooth, the great white shark, turned up. Silvertooth whispered to Prosper, "Why don't I eat all the nasty pirates for you?" But Prosper thought the captain definitely wouldn't agree with that. "But let's keep that in mind as plan B," giggled the parrot. Maybe a plan B or C. We try not to get the pirates eaten. Everybody got busy. The dolphins and their friends collected the rubbish from the bottom of the sea. Rosie and Sproogie were cooking masses of sticky toffee, and Swissette was making a batch of the smelliest cheese. Turnip and his friends were planning to hide the cheese inside the cabins of the nasty pirates to knock them out while all the rubbish was piled on their decks. What good thinking. I think they've got a rather good plan now. Two nights later, by the light of the moon, Captain Blownaparte and his friends started Operation Rubbish. Turnip and his mousy cousins quietly placed lumps of Sepp's extremely smelly cheese in the cabin of the nasty pirates. The awful cheesy fumes would definitely send them off into a deep sleep. Why, it's so stinky that it makes them pass out. When the dolphins and their friends brought all the litter up from the bottom of the sea, and with a huge swish of her mighty tail fin, Wilma Whale propelled all the debris on top of the pirate ship. Pedro and Sproogie then poured sticky toffee all over the rubbish, sticking it firmly down. That's quite a mess. In the morning, Turnip and his cousins gobbled up all the stinky cheese. And Captain Purplebeard and his crew slowly woke up. What's that terrible smell?" thundered Purplebeard. "I demand that all crew have a good bath." It's all stinky. Is it from the cheese? Is it from the crew? Is it from the garbage? Purplebeard forgot all about the baths when he came up on deck and found mountains of refuse piled high on his ship. On top of it all was a letter written by Prosper, which said, "All the rubbish you throw into the sea will be returned to you twice over." That's quite a collection of rubbish, all the stuff that's in there. It's like an I Spy with my little eye. Then Captain Purplebeard saw Muscles trying to pull the sticky mess off the deck. "Stop that at once!" he screamed. "We'll have to take all of our rubbish to Refuse Island. Otherwise, we'll be covered more of the nasty stuff." And with very angry faces, they quickly sailed off to Refuse Island. It's a good thing Purplebeard thought about that. Captain Blownaparte and his friends had been observing from afar and were very pleased with the outcome of their plan. But Silvertooth the Shark had a right old grumble at Prosper. "Shame, such a shame, letting them sail away. It's a complete waste of perfectly tasty pirates." Sounds like you wanted a snack. As usual, they had a big party to celebrate. Some of the crew were swimming with the dolphins and diving with Wilma Whale in the newly cleaned up ocean. Swissep and the pirate Tidy were preparing a great feast. Needless to say, Captain Blownaparte and Prosper were busy reading the Gold and Treasure News in search of more adventures. Aye. And it is always good when they get to find a new adventure. So hopefully you enjoyed that and you learned to be clean and to take care of your trash, lest you'll get more than you expected out of it. It affects everybody and not just you. So let's be clean, especially during this fantastic Thanksgiving weekend. And thank you to all of you. Thank you to all the authors, especially Helga Hopkins and all the fine treasures. I think there's still one more book out there that I have still yet to acquire. So I may have to go on a treasure hunt to find that last book, which actually is her first book ever. But we'll see if I get to share that with you. Until next time, my friends, be safe, be well, and I'll see you then.